Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Alan Gadgets. I've been invited a while back to the DJI workshop on the new AVATA360 to have a tryout hands-on on the drone. And after that, a few friends asked me what do I think of the drone, do I consider it to be an FPV drone, and if they should get it for themselves. So in this video today, I'm going to answer two questions. First of all, do I consider the AVATA360 to be an FPV drone? And second question is, who is it really meant for? And before I answer this question, I want to first establish a common understanding on the term FPV, first person view. There are two definitions to me on the term FPV. So the first technical term would be on its face value, first person view in terms of the perspective of the viewer. Gamers will be very familiar with the term first person shooter. Basically, it's a shooter game that make use of the first person view perspective. The other mode is called third person shooter using the third person view, and in that sense it could be transferred to drone flying. If you are looking at the drone while flying and not your screen, you're basically flying third person view. But if your eyeball is stuck on the screen while flying, that is technically first person view. The second definition of FPV is basically a categorization of drone. We usually categorize such drone like the Mavic Mini or Air in this case as camera drone. The other category is the FPV drone, which is signified by the ability to fly in any maneuver you want, total freedom of movement in the air. But either of this drone can be flew either in the first person view or third person view. As mentioned earlier, if you glue your eyes on the screen while flying, looking through the camera of the drone, basically you are flying first person view. And even for FPV, we usually fly with a goggles, but you can also fly without a goggle using line of sight. In general, we fly third person with a camera drone and we fly first person with an FPV drone. So that is in terms of categorization. So this will be the basis that I want to establish before going on to answer the first question whether AVATA360 is a FPV drone. Okay, quick pause. If you're enjoying this breakdown and it's helping you out, go ahead and smash the like button. It really supports the channel. And if you want to see more drones, camera and gadget content just like this, make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a new upload. I also post extra clips, behind the scenes shots and some extra updates on Instagram, so do make sure you follow me there as well. Alright, let's jump right back in. And my answer is a clear no, as I think most if not all FPV pilot would agree with me, because AVATA360, after having a tryout at the workshop, I found out that even using the same RC3 IFPV controller, it doesn't let you fly in manual mode, or what we call the acro mode in the FPV community. It doesn't let you have a freedom of maneuver like flipping your drone upside down, doing all kind of stunts, acrobatic movement. Whatever footage with that kind of movement you see from AVATA360 are post-edited. Because it's a 360 camera, you can change your angle anyhow during post-production to make it look like it's doing all kind of acrobatic movement. So technically, because of the lack of movement, freedom of movement, I will not consider it to be an FPV drone at all. So question number two, who is it really for? As far as I know, there's only two reasons that people want to fly a drone. First reason being that you want to take a video or photo from in the sky, high above, or you want to enjoy flying itself. For someone who only want to take video and photo, especially in Singapore, because we are such a small country, there's only so many places we can fly, so the scenery gets stagnant and boring over time unless you go overseas. If not, a lot of people will just basically give up on the hobby because there's nowhere worthwhile to take video or photo of after some time. But FPV pilot is another breed, because like for me example, I can always go back to the same spot over and over again, even if the scene is boring, even if I've seen the scene from the sky thousands of times. I don't care, because the flying itself is what I'm going after. Most of the time I don't even record my FPV flight because I'm enjoying the flying itself, not taking photo, not taking video. It's quite clear here that the AVATA360 will not offer you the later FPV enjoyment and experience, because it's all about taking video and doing all sorts of editing after the recording. So I would say that AVATA360 is for someone who are primarily prioritizing on video making, dramatic and cinematic movement without the need to execute those complicated difficult movement on their own. But if you just want to enjoy flying, the thrill of flying, learning all the tricks and stunts and maneuver, then 360 will not be the drone for you. You have to get the Avata 2, Avata 1 or any other FPV drone for that matter. But if you're into both, then you need to get at least two drones for it. As a commercial licensed pilot myself, if I do have a client who require me to execute some movement or some video recording that requires accuracy and complicated maneuver, then maybe I will get the AVATA360 to pull it off from post-editing. So that's all my opinion on the AVATA360. I hope it helps and you learned something from this video. If it does help, please click on the like button and share. If you enjoy all things drone, cameras and gadgets, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye!